Hello, my name is Tatiana and I'm back for my second Flosstube video. I'm glad that I'm doing it. It's been fun after first video. It's always interesting feeling to start something new and to see how other people start getting more interesting with your creativity. Like I said before, this is my second channel. I also have a Russian cross-stitch channel, and I remember my feeling from before. It was most exciting time to start sharing with new people and to start getting some communication and some feedback. That is why I'm actually looking for similar experience right now, and I feel like I start getting it. I got your comment and I'm really appreciate for everything that you wrote. I'm really happy to see here my Russian friends who also know English and who decided to follow me here as well. So far, my plan, I don't think that I'm going to repeat myself. Of course, I'm going to repeat sharing with my cross stitch, but I'm not going to do it like in a way that whatever I said here, I do exactly the same day or next day over there. No, I feel like whenever I want to discuss something in English, I'm going to do it. Whenever I want to discuss something in Russian, I want to do it. I still plan to have two channels because on my Russian Flosstube I have a lot of friends and I really enjoy talking to them and enjoy sharing with them. However, I feel that my world is getting bigger, and because before I was shy, like I said before, about my English and especially talking about my craft in English, but right now, like 14 years later, I'm okay with that. I think I'm ready to start talking about it in English as well, and that is why let's continue. I have several things to show, and actually I should also say, tell you thank you for your comments, because before I had a plan. I want to finish a couple of projects at the end of this year, and to finish them I created plan how much stitching I should do monthly or weekly, and I did follow this plan really well. However, after I did my Flosstube and I got many comments about my personal projects that I create from my mind, from nowhere, from like watching something beautiful on YouTube, on other channels, on the Pinterest, on Etsy. Like I like to watch other people create things, and when I see it, I start having my own ideas and I want to design something. And I got a lot of nice comments about this kind of project, and I decided, why did I plan to finish like 4 big projects that my favorite projects, but this is not my own designs? Why I didn't plan to finish my own designs? And this is what I come up. I think that in April, from April 1st, I actually follow this plan. From April 1st, I'm doing my own designs only. Only if I will get bored, and I can, because I like many projects, and normally I jump from one project to another, another. Sometimes on the weekends, like if I have time to stitch during my son afternoon nap, I do that. I stitch one project in the evening, I can stitch another project. I like actually jump from one project to another. But I decided that I'm going to stitch my own designs, and only if I will really get bored from all of them, I will start stitching something that I plan to stitch. This is a goal. This is how it's come to life. I have this design. This would be a metric for my son and this is going to be like a big height chart, and this height chart going to be as one big project that contains like 4 different projects. One of that project that going to be on the height chart, it is this kind of let's see, this kind of chart. Actually, I was telling you during my first video that I found this design online, but if I really like project and I have this design on the specific XSD file, I try to look original one. And I did look for original one, I couldn't find for a long time, but apparently I can buy it right now, and this is Jeanette Cruz Design Incorporation, and right now on eBay I found like several charts that I can buy. This is the one that I had, and I bought this one. I didn't open it yet because I still continue to stitch from my Stitch Saga app on my phone and on my tablet. However, this chart, this is really nice chart, and I really happy to have original one. And I already stitched something before that I showed you. This is the car, and this is the car, and this is the car that I stitched this month. I spent like one evening stitching this. First, when I stitched it, I told you before that I tried to design, because this is a fabric that I was buying from Aliexpress, and this is not the fabric for stitching, it's fabric just like for something, but it could be used for stitching. And this is 20 count. It has this nice greenish ecru grayish color, and this is 10 counts, and this is 20 counts. This is 1/1, and I stitch with crosses over with 1 thread, and this I stitch with 3 threads, 2/3. Yeah. I didn't like this because it's too big. You see, crosses are huge. This is 10 counts. However, I did like this, and this is how I decided to continue. And I want to create this look. Basically, each car will have this look. It's like a road, and I create different type of designs by myself. And this is a look like stamp. I'm going to do it for each car, and with this kind of look like a stamp, I'm going to put it in the different pattern on the height metric. That is why, yes, this is what I finished, but you see I still didn't do this stamp look. I'm going to continue doing it, and this was just one evening, but I really like how it's turned out. Really nice. And it means that I did work on this. And I also should say that I'm not follow the color pattern, because like for example these had 2 colors of yellow, lighter and darker. I pick up whatever color I like, 2 colors of yellow, and this is how it looked like. It's much more yellow, you see, and I do like it. I don't care that it's not going to look exactly like this, because it's very small and abstract pictures, but I do like with this amount of backstitch how it's turning. And especially I like this pattern, how it looks like a stamp. This is one evening that I spent. Another project that I create for my parents' anniversary. No, let's go back, because I didn't finish my story. I did find this on eBay. However, I saw that this designer, Jeanette Cruz Designs, she has many other charts that very similar. This is work vehicles. This is classic cars, and you see how cute it is. It's really cute. I think I would enjoy stitching it. You know, maybe when I finish all these work cars, when I put on this height metric, I'm going to continue stitching this. I also could continue with maybe some other projects. Maybe I can stitch this on my son clothes. And another chart is this one. It's great. I do like it a lot, and I think it will be fun to stitch, and I'm sure it will be fun for my son to look. At this time he's like 2 years and 5 months, and he start liking it more and more, watching what I'm doing, and he do like it. And especially I would enjoy it even more stitching it for him. For now, my plan is do this for this height metric, but we will see. Another project that I'm start working more and more. I spent maybe like 6 days, and right now it is April 9, I think. I spent quite a lot of time for this design, and this is my parents' anniversary metric that I create. This is a pattern that I found in the magazine, Cross Stitch magazine, and this is a pattern that I'm creating it myself. And I did work a lot on this side. Basically all of this that was done, and this except angel and except this heart, I was finishing right now. I did add more from this pattern. I did add more this darker background. I start creating these roses on opposite side, but this is just beginning, and I will follow. I think here, if I will finish these leaves, darker leaves, this top part would be done, and I will maybe just move this fabric up and just continue stitching below. Somewhere here it would be the bottom of this chart, and I have a lot of ideas what's going to be down below. And this is just 1/3 of a design that I plan to create. I really like how this turns like this. What is the name of these birds? Pigeon? Yes, this is pigeons. I like that they silver, and they could be looking really bright. However, from another look or another side, another glance, they can look like this, not very bright. And I also add this different background. This background is darker than this, that is why these pigeons look much darker than this. And here I did something different. I add outside line around this angel that is darker to this background. I didn't do it over here, and actually my plan is to change it over here as well. Most likely I'm going to just put darker color on top of these half stitches that I did here, but if I will not like it, maybe I will just remove these threads and change it. We will see. But I do like this darker line, making this angel brighter. I do like it. This is my progress on this project, and I'm really happy with that. And I'm really happy that I show you my projects and you give me support and motivation to start working not on the projects that everybody else working, but on the projects that I want to create. This is nice. Another chart, I don't remember the name of the chart, but it's kind of something very popular. And I did work a couple of days on this. I finish top part of the name. Basically this part is done, and I'm really happy that I finished this. And I also start working on this monkey. I'm going to put the picture how it's supposed to look like, And basically this is 2 days progress, 2 evenings progress. Every evening I am able to stitch maybe just 2 to 3 hours after my son go to sleep, after my husband go to sleep, maybe from 9:30 to 12. I can just do something that I enjoy, and most of the time it is stitching. Sometimes I stitch fast and I'm really focused, but sometimes I just stitch a little bit, do something else, stitch again, talk on the phone with somebody else, or continue talking with my husband. And some evenings I can stitch maybe just 400 or 500 crosses, but some evenings it's like 1000, and it's the same 2 to 3 hours. And I don't know what it depends from. Most likely it's from the way how tired I am, how I'm excited with the project that evening. And I realize that if I keep stitching on the same project, I'm become slower and slower. But if I change my projects, I still stays motivated, and I'm just having more excitement. You know, I also noticed how fun is my head look like right now with this piece on top. But this is the best place to talk to you at this time. That is why I will continue. This is a project that I'm going to start working today. This is my plan. I feel really motivated for this modern folks embroidery piece, and it is gold and silver, and it's still going to be gold and silver. And I got April piece. I didn't start working on the April piece yet, but I'm going to do it today. Here supposed to be around like 400 half stitches, because I'm doing it half stitches. This is the previous month's, and I am going to throw it away, this one. And I also printed this small piece of paper. I'm going to put somewhere here, and I'm going to start working on it today. I'm really excited about this project today. You see, I feel like today I want to do something else because I work enough on my own projects. Right now I want to maybe get some relaxation. I want to show you a couple of things that I bought. This is a fabric that I bought. It's again from Aliexpress, and this is the amount of fabric. Actually, I think I showed you last time this huge gray piece, gray piece. Yes, but I got another fabric. This is a 20 count. This is my favorite 20 count. This is dark blue, and this is gray. But this is another fabric that I got, and I started one project on it. This is a 32 count, and if I'm going to stitch 2/2, it's going to be nice little crosses that 16 count. And this is how it's turning. Idea is, this is another design that I'm creating, and some designs going to be done on this color, on this darker, maybe not dark but bright blue. And each of these, it is letter, and this is one phrase, and this is phrase that some wishes that I wish for my son. And I'm going to create this kind of phrases. At the bottom of this phrase, I'm going to create some design that I feel inspired. And this inspiration actually I found on the Etsy, some pictures I really liked how it looked like, and I decided, okay, I'm going to cross stitch it. This is not cross stitch design, this is some artistic design, maybe some painting, but I did like how it looked like. And it's going to be created as a cross stitch pattern over here, and I'm going to do some border around it. And this piece I'm going to put on this big piece, and this is 1 meter, huge piece, and a huge piece of fabric, basically more than 1.5 yard wide. And I bought like 1 1 yard piece, but they gave me more. They gave me like 1.5 yard, maybe I bought 1.5 yard, I don't remember. Oh no, 1.5 yard, but I think I bought 2 yards. That is why it's so huge. A half of this piece, basically 1.5 yard by 1 yard, would be my sampler that I'm going to create. I think it would be great. And this is a design that I already started before, but I'm going to change it because I think the way that I started, it was not big enough. And looking on the video of Jakob from Modern Folk Embroidery, when he talked about project that going to be lifelong, or project that going to be from one generation to another generation, I realized that I want this sampler for myself. The idea that I already created before with this type of words, I'm going to incorporate in this my own sampler that going to be belong to me and to my son and to my family. And I really like this fabric. Actually, these 2 types of fabric that I bought. This fabric I bought, I was thinking I'm going to use for this project. I also like this lighter and darker colors, but I think I'm going to do it using this brighter blue and this darker gray color. This would be 2 colors of fabric that I'm going to blend together, and I'm going to use maybe 3-4 colors of threads that would be white, darker gray, black and blue. Basically on gray I'm going to use white, black and blue, and on blue I'm going to use white. I don't think that I'm going to use gray, and I don't think that I'm going to use black, because this kind of blue, it's kind of very bright. It is why this is a project that also going to continue. Let's see how it's come together. But you saw that I already started it, and it looks really nice. On top of it, I liked another colors of this fabric, and another color, orange. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I just bought it. I wanted to see how nice it is, and I did like it. This kind of fabric, I think they have like maybe 20 different colors. Each of these colors, it's really nice and really bright, and I love it. I want to buy all of them, but this was just my first trial. I did try it, I did like it, and I think I'm going to buy this type of fabric more. Another thing that I bought, this is the threads. This is also threads from Aliexpress. It's artificial SHS threads. This is the one that I use a lot, and I did use it before, and I think I'm going to continue use it. But for my own project, I use some threads for knitting. I showed you in my first video, but these threads I just bought for one project. The name is Superstition, and for this project that I stitch on this dark blue color, I need maybe like 150 skeins, and I actually ordered 200. I add a couple of more, couple of extra, and yes, this is 200 skeins, 100 and 100. Almost everything will go for this project, and this would be very big project, very big piece. This is just top of it. This piece would have 107,000 of stitches, cross stitches, half stitches, like all together, recalculated by Cross Stitch Saga. The design that I bought from designer, she provided PDF file and she provided XSD file. And XSD file I can use it on the Cross Stitch Saga. All my designs going to be listed in the information box. All links to these designs or pattern where I bought it. If I'm not able to find something at this time, I will just mention that this time chart is not available, but many of my charts still available. And another thing that I bought, it's something that I use for crafting, and I like Christmas decoration. I want to show you few Christmas decorations that I did this Christmas. I have already completed 4 designs like that, and this kind of metal piece that could be used for cross stitching I also bought on Aliexpress, and this is the way that I decorated it. And this piece also have this, actually this is bookmark that you can use for cross stitching, but this bookmark instead I'm using like Christmas ornament. And I did bought 5 pieces like that. I loved it. I really like how they looked on our Christmas tree. That is why I was inspired, and I bought 20 metal pieces like that. 20. 20. I'm going to have much more Christmas ornaments, something like that done. I'm actually incorporating any designs from my previous kits that I bought also from designers or from Ami shop, that I have kits. Instead of putting them on the fabric, if they fit in this size, I just cross stitch them in here. And this is the back that I did. This is artificial leather, and this is just sticker, like golden sticker, Merry Christmas. And artificial leather I'm just glue to this metal piece, like tightly glued, and it's really nice. It's really nice. Another things that I bought many stuff like that, and like many. I think when it would be Christmas time, I'm going to show you much more. And again, this is from Aliexpress. Each piece it's like from $2 to $4, sometimes $5. Most of the time it's around $3 each of this piece. But this is tiger, really cute tiger. It's really good quality. I do like quality of this, and I'm also going to use them as Christmas ornaments. I have many. I bought, like here I have big box. It's noisy. I'm not going to show each of them, but I think when it would be time for Christmas, I'm going to show you much more, because at this time it doesn't look like Christmas ornament, but it's going to be. You see, this is airplane. I have another airplane. Everything that I bought, I have hearts. I have like many things. This is golden fish. What is this? This is rabbit. And everything that I bought, it is in the color of crystal and red. Clear crystal and red. And I think it's very Christmassy. And with this kind of decoration, I like when it's shiny. On my Christmas tree last year, I tried to use something that is not shiny. I did enjoy it. However, when it is shiny like that, with all these like lights, Christmas tree lights that on the tree and in the room, it's shine even more. And I did like it on my Christmas tree. That is why to all of this shiny stuff, I'm going to add this kind of tape. This is not tape, this is something else, but I'm going to use these things. And some another pieces that I have, this is fur, like right now it's kind of crooked a little bit because I take it out from the box just to show you the way that I use these bright pieces for decoration. You see, I can put it on this fur circle with this shiny decoration, and it looks really nice on the tree because it's shiny. It is shining also because of this tape, and because of this fur, it looks like snowball. It looks like really nice snowball on the tree. That is why all these shiny pieces, some of them goes together with fur ball, with this kind of metal, clear bright golden piece. It means that this piece I can use for separate Christmas ornament, and fur piece I'm going to use for another type of decoration. This is like double win. This is all that I have. I think at this time I'm going to continue stitching, and I'm going to update you with my progress later. Thank you very much for all your comments, for your support. I'm really excited about my cross-stitch channel. Whenever I have few minutes after work, for example, my husband right now with my son, they on the playground. He's picking up my husband picking up him from daycare, and I came a little bit earlier, and I decided, okay, this is a great time when I can show you my progress. Hello, I got some question about Stitch Saga, and I wanted to show you my program and how I'm using it. If you see here at the bottom, I see this blue pink icon that has two axes on it, and it's like Stitch Saga, and right next to it, it is a pink icon with some like white crown. It's called CS Saga. CS Saga, it's old version of Stitch Saga. Some patterns I have over there, but I like more new versions that I start using recently. For Stitch Saga, I should also say that you cannot use PDF file. You can use only file that has XSD file version. And right now, very many Russian designers for cross-stitch or embroidery, they actually create XSD file and PDF file at the same time, and when you bind the pattern, you can ask what you want, or sometimes they can just send you link for both. For example, this first chart, let me open it. Right now I have 1.8% complete, and this is the pattern that I bought. It's called Superstition, and we see how it look like on the it is 350 on the top right corner to 500 on the lower left corner. And right now you see I moved like this my finger, and I remove some crosses. Let me just bring everything back. For this Stitch Saga, actually there are a tutorial. I think it is in Russian, but the tutorial, they have even YouTube tutorial. When you bind this cross-stitch app, they can teach you how to use it. I'm just showing it why I like Stitch Saga, because it has many useful things. First of all, it can show all threads that in this pattern, like thread, color of thread for cross stitch, half stitch, petite, quarter stitch, and cross stitch. And for example, you see this is color of the DMC, and this is signs that used for this color, and also number of the DMC color. All this information designer provide,
and write to the DMC number. We can see, for example, first DMC number it's 300, and we can see this 1302. This actually number of stitches that cross stitches that in this pattern available. I think this is very useful tool sometimes when you want to stitch by some area. I stitch by color. For example, when I go down, this is whatever is white right now. It's it already stitched. I didn't have threads of this color, and this color it's 3863, and I bought it already. The threads that I showed you earlier that I bought, this is one of the popular color, and it means that right now I should be able to finish this roof. And you see this red line, vertical line, it's actually center of my pattern. I started from this top roof, and I just go down, and I'm not using any marks, but however with these uh, signs on the left, right, on the right, on the upper right, you can select if you want to have grid 10 by 10, or you can add like 1 by 1 grid, and you can add additional, for example, 5 by 5, and like you can play with this ruler. However, I'm using only um, this because like I'm stitching on the fabric that 20 count 1/1 with small cross stitches, and I'm not using any grids. And I also like to see my progress. This is how many days on the right upper, how many days and what is the date I stitch this pattern and how many cross stitches I finished. And on the left, this is number of the back stitch, French knot, and half stitch that I did, and petite stitch. That is why I really like this app. I don't think that I will be able to do tutorial. However, I like I just wanted to show you that I really like cross stitch and cross stitch saga, and it's just wonderful app. I really recommend it, but it's also you need to find a way how to get XSD file. I don't think that American designers provide XSD file. I also can by myself change a PDF file to XSD file. However, it's also take some time. I study special like program how to change PDF file to XSD file, and it also takes some time to transfer it. Again, I don't think that I can teach how to do it because it was like a couple of weeks, maybe 1 week of learning experience how I did it, and it was by some Russian YouTube channels that basically teaching you how to change PDF to XSD file. But like I said, that right now many Russian designers provide this XSD file. And another thing that you can do, and I'm using it very often when I have PDF file, I can ask and I can pay money for it because I don't really like to do this work changing PDF to XSD file because, like I said, it's take time. But I even okay to pay money for other people. I can provide them this PDF file and they can convert PDF file to XSD. And some people can provide service like that. I also should say that I only use like one person for that because I know that she will not share my file, my PDF file, original files that I bought with other people. And like I using her service for a long time, and like I trust her. I trust that she will not transfer my PDF file information to anybody else. And this is a way like I stitch, and I think Cross Stitch Saga, it's my favorite app so far.
Yes, I'm really excited that I was able to show you my progress, and I'm going to run for now. And again, thank you so much for your support, for your nice words. I'm really enjoy looking at your progress, at your whips, and I will see you next time. Bye.